Stadium, home of the Boise State Broncos. As we'll see, the winners of 4 straight, the Memphis Tigers, taking on last year's national champions, the Boise State Broncos. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Broncos will boot it away to start the game. From inside his own 15, looking for room. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Tigers offense will get the first possession of the game. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm.
There he goes. The 20. Touchdown, Memphis. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
What a way to start this game offensively. You find the matchup you like, you put it in his hands, and he does the rest. The defense looks like they were sleepwalking out there to start this game. One play, they go the distance to score a touchdown. This defense better wake up.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So the Boise State Broncos offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. We're just going to see what they do today.
The Broncos can really attack on this second and short. Incomplete. Looked as if he had his man, but just a misfire from this senior.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. And the Broncos will line it up on 1st and 10. Got it in the middle, it's man. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still, just a very short gain.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Bought a little time, lets it go. Just a short pass to the tight end. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. The Broncos come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, this offense is sending a little bit of a message here. Of course, we know how much they've struggled on 3rd down all season long. They're just never able to seem to get into a rhythm, but
breaks into the open. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So then getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Got enough space, and he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Boise State. They just took the air out of that thing. That might be an understatement. They took the ball away and just wore down, just grinded away at that defense.
It took a lot of time off the clock in the process as well. I'm impressed with the physicality up front of this offense, because that's where it all starts. If you're going to march the ball down the field like they just did, you've got to be dominating in the trenches, and they are doing that in this game right now.
Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike scored. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosive. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. The Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down.
Man, early in the game, I love when you set the tone and make the quarterback feel uncomfortable. Nice job getting him on the ground, getting your first sack of the day. Listen, they had 3 last week, but they want to continue to build on that number and keep getting it higher, and that's a great start.
This Boise State crowd bringing the noise. It's deafening here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Blasted as he lets it go. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing. Memphis will be forced to punt. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. Boise State ready to send out that offense. Man, what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Give to the back. He has the first and still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
And the defense catches a break on that one. And this guy's not a superstar, but he's pretty dang reliable. And we talked to them about this guy. Like, he's kind of the security blanket for the quarterback. And him to drop that football doesn't happen often. You take those lucky things when you can get them.
Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. And the Broncos have this offense rolling. Wide receiver going in motion. To the air on first down. He's going to run it. And a nice pickup on the run and gets down to avoid contact.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
Makes the grab. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Broncos! These two guys, they just shared a glance, and they knew exactly what to do, David.
And how many times do we hear that? That the quarterback talk about it after the game and go, hey, I just looked at him. He knew what I saw. I knew what he saw. We're on the same page. We've done this before. That chemistry equals big plays.
From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Here's the pressure. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play.
Man, and this is why you practice 5 points of pressure with the football. You cannot put the ball on the ground. Doesn't matter how many defenders are around you or how hard you get hit. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win.
Ball is loose. It's as if that ball had a magnet going back to the offense. How in the world did they keep it? Memphis wants to move quickly. Quarterback on the keeper. Still on his feet at the 45. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. Memphis getting set to snap it on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. It's incomplete and maybe a little too aggressive from this senior trying to fit that one in there. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Here comes the heat. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
We talked to the offensive staff coming into this one. They knew going up against the top 25 defense with respect to sacks per game, they had to do a good job protecting the QB, but they have not been able to get that done so far. They've already now allowed 3 sacks in this game.
He lofts one down the sideline. Grabs it inside the 10. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. The Tigers, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Trying to bully their way in. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown. That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
Man, he's been productive, just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the box, and still this guy's been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got out of trouble and throws. And the pass falls incomplete, and we are through 1 quarter. We're through 1, and what a back-and-forth battle between these 2 quarterbacks as we look at the stats. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. Back to pass. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Fires into a world of traffic, and it's picked off. Looking for more room. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. Here's the thing, that's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. Memphis picking up the tempo. The give on the option. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. They'll take a pass on the 46-yard field goal, try and go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He'll pull it down. Turning it on. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Tigers. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Yeah, he doesn't need anything to be open. He just makes it happen himself. Hey, I'm going to call a pass. You know, I'm going to throw the ball down the field. Oh, it's not open? Okay, I'm just going to pull it down, make it happen, take it to the house. What a scramble by the quarterback.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. Looking downfield on 1st down. Hauls it in. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
Wants to throw on 1st down. He's got it at the 25. He was on his way. He could smell it. He gets it inside the 10. They stop him at the 9.
Well, the offense is finding success throwing this guy's way. He just had a massive, massive play, his longest catch of the game. And I think if you're on offense, you got to keep looking this guy's way. He's now starting to prove that he's eating his guy alive in coverage, and he needs more touches.
Wants to throw again. Pocket breaking down. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. Quarterback making adjustments. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Offense just not able to get it clicking down here in the red zone. That's 3 straight incompletions, trying to fit the football into tight windows, but the timing not there, and now it sets up 4th down.
Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. Looking to throw on 1st down. Here's a heat. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
Really great job in coverage by the defender on that play, swatting the ball away.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Unloads to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. The blue turf rumbling on this 3rd down attempt as the Bronco fans exhort the D. From the gun, wants to pass.
Well, the offense got themselves into trouble. They're back in their own end. It's an obvious passing situation, so the defense is just pinning their ears back, and they're trying to get after him. They could not allow him to escape, step up, get rid of the football. They take a sack very close to the goal line.
Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on 4th downs, you're right. Create some of the explosives.
Oh, he's got some space. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Wants to go up top. Grabbed behind the line. It's small. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. The Broncos trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Snap in the shotgun. Oh, they're after him. Into the end zone. And he'll sail it way too far for everybody.
And you're not going to see many of those. That's a gift for this defense. You don't see this guy miss very often, especially to put 6 on the board. That was a big missed opportunity for this quarterback and this offense.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? He just kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1. Didn't move it a millimeter on that last play, and now they'll try it again on 3rd and goal. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. So they got nothing on the last play. Here's 3rd and goal from the 1. Tight end now in motion. They'll run it here on 3rd and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown Broncos. Well, we've got offenses just flat getting it done. I wonder how the defenses are going to counter all of this firepower.
They are too, Reese. They're wondering how they're going to counter this offense. As you've seen the explosion, it's so hard, so much speed, and such effort like that. Offense is just, they got the upper hand.
From inside the 10, here he comes. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Running back searching for a hole. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling. And the Tigers will hustle to the line.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense.
He's going for the big play. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
Well, you see them there taking the shot. I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage.
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. Memphis will send the punt team onto the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Got it near midfield. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Boise State ready to send out that offense. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make...
There he goes! He'll be pushed out of bounds just short of the end zone, and that one saved a touchdown at least for now.
Now, on the third play of the drive, third down, it's the scrambling ability of this quarterback that goes and picks up the first down. He was so calm back there. He never got flustered. Nobody open, no problem. If you give this guy 1 yard to run, he's going to tuck it and take off, and that's exactly what happened there.
Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Tries again to get it in. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground, take the lead going into the half, take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. He'll bring it back from inside the 15. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. They're down by a touchdown, but hoping to dial up some plays and pull even in what's turning out to be a really good football game. They'll start this drive going to the air. Zings it complete to the right. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. Memphis wants to move quickly. To the air on 2nd down. Throws for the tight end. Got his man downfield. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at him. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Looking to fire. A strike downfield. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Memphis coming to the line with a fresh set of downs.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket.
And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
You can just see the excitement this defense has every play. They're almost wishing this quarterback drops back to throw because they know they're going to get home to him. That's the 6th time they've registered a sack.
They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And here on 2nd down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. Absolutely perfect. The lead now trimmed to 28-24. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Gentlemen, this matchup on that Smurf turf, sign me up for another half in Boise. And these two defensive game plans have been shredded a long time ago. Feels like it's just hang on and hope for a tip or overthrow or maybe a fumble from these QBs. Elite passers and dynamic rushers. Used to be you had to stop one or the other. Here in this second half, the challenge will again be twofold. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Albertson Stadium.
All right, Kevin about ready to get things cranked back up here. Memphis about to boot it away to start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. Quick strike complete. Breaks into the open. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Snagged out of the air. Hard-hitting tackle. And now on second down for this offense. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. It's on target and complete. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. And the Broncos come to the line on third and short, looking to keep the drive moving. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. And from this angle, I don't think he got the first down. The defense won at the line of scrimmage. The Broncos will go for it on fourth down. Has to get there to move the sticks. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. And the Broncos are moving quickly down the field. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Complete with conviction on the crosser. Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys, but that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season, and man, you know he's looking for more.
Looking down the middle. Got him downfield. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like...
Touchdown, Boise State! Quick strike through the air for the score. The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the second half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead, now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
And they tacked on the extra point. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. Off the play fake on first down to throw. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. The Tigers moving quickly to the line.
Nice job by this defense getting to the QB and getting him on the ground, creating the negative play. This offense must have seen something because they're right back on the ball, ready to snap it again.
third and long. He's going to have to throw for it. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Memphis will be forced to punt. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Corrals it at the 45. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because
always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. This pass is caught by the back, but not in bounds, and it'll be 4th down. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. Fair catch is signaled for and made. They'll mark it at the 12, and they'll start in a bit of a hole. Memphis has the ball back, and the offense ready to go to work. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a 1st down. Let's see if they can put something together here. Trying to start the drive with a pass. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
Man, this poor quarterback, he's got no time. You got to protect your quarterback. You got to find different ways to do it. Sometimes it's not working with 4 wide receivers. Maybe you bring in a couple tight ends. They'll max protection, more guys blocking, less guys in routes, but you got to find something to have success.
Complete. Across the 25, he's got room. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Looks as if he'll have enough to pick up the Memphis 1st down.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
When you get man coverage, you definitely like taking advantage of the inside really quickly, running a nice slant rack real quick, being physical.
Turning it on! They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. Memphis picking up the tempo.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide, only a place to be tackled immediately. 2nd down coming up. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. This Boise State crowd bringing the noise. It's deafening here on 3rd down. They'll try to get it through the air. Makes the catch. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. The Tigers started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. A quick touch pass to the receiver. And he showed himself to be a regular Spinderella, but not a lot of room to run. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Looking to the end zone on 3rd and goal. He wants it all. And he was looking to the end zone, and they couldn't make the connection. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. And he'll try to knock through a short one, his second of the day, this one from 23. Tried to give it enough body English, but he missed it. My goodness, you need those field goals, guys, to cut into that deficit. We're still at 11. Got the quick pass. And he's got enough for a first down. Now to see if they have enough time to snap it again here in the third. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. So first down, we'll open up the final period. Wants to go up top on first down. Got it in the middle, it's man. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
Oh, he's got some space. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. The Broncos come to the line with a new set of downs. Power football with the run. Got the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Really impressed with the running back. His stats haven't been great, right? Every yard has been hard to come by, but these are some of the best runs we've seen in the game by him, and it's happening at the most important time here in the fourth quarter.
Man, you got to get hats around this dude. He finds the crease. He's down to the 27.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
They make the tackle at the 22. We'll give him 5 yards on the play. It'll be enough for a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. He'll pull it down and run. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
This has been a real fun game to call, guys, because we've got 2 quarterbacks that are getting it done on the ground. Both of these guys have had tremendous success. That time the defense wasn't in position. They weren't able to rally to him early enough, and you kind of get the feeling moving forward, whichever defense figures out the other running quarterback first, that's probably the team that wins.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Grabbed in the backfield. It's small. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. And after getting it right on the edge, they'll try to punch it in on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Touchdown, Broncos! Fit it in the window for the score. With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start.
And a lot of times late in football games, you'll see offenses get really, really conservative with the lead. I like how this offense didn't go against the clock. They stayed within themselves. They stayed true to who they were. And now, big-time advantage, big-time lead, up by 17 in the fourth quarter.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. A bit frustrating to miss that short field goal the last time they had it, but this time around, see if they can redeem themselves. He navigates some traffic, steps out of bounds at the 27 as this offense tries to get something going.
I know a lot of people don't like prevent yourself from winning, but when I'm up by 3 scores in the fourth quarter, I am not giving up a single big play. I'm letting you check it down, throw it in front of me. I'm going to tackle you. I'm going to let that clock tick because I am up and that clock is running out.
He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Finds a tight end. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense...
And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
And this defense came to play. They know about the high-profile QB. They rose to the challenge and dominated the competition today. They took care of business, and they made no doubt about who's the better football team.
That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. Makes the grab. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. Memphis wants to move quickly. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the 1st. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on.
Hey, I got to be honest. I don't know if the defense was expecting that type of throw on 4th down. It looked like they were all huddled close to the line of scrimmage, looking for something in the quick game, but instead the quarterback takes a shot vertically down the field and catches the defense off guard.
Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. From the gun, the running back has it. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. 9th play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Memphis! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
And it's now the 2nd time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the American. Boston College is on top, but it's not like Matt Ryan or Doug Flutie are playing quarterback today, which is why they can't pull away. They're up by 4 over Army. Ought to be fun, fellas, to see how things play out in this notable matchup in the American.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
The short hands, it's man. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And the Broncos come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Leaves it with the running back. Tackle is made at the 30-yard line after he picked up 4. The defense burns their 3rd and final timeout of the half. Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. Pulls it in, it's Smith. And he's down right there. Picked up a few, but still some work to do to get a 1st down. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He's got it, 1st down and more. They'll make the stop, but that 1st down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. Split backs here. To the air on 1st down. He's got it and still on his feet. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Broncos. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
And with that TD, this team looking to go 4-0. Just how you want to start a season, man. They've done an unbelievable job answering all the questions, starting off the year just how you want to. Now, keep it going. Keep that momentum. Don't relax. What a start to the season.
From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Pulls and fires complete. Excellent job rallying to the ball, and they knock him down. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Second down, he'll throw it. He's got his man. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. And the Tigers are in the hurry-up. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the right. They've avoided the interception all day, but they're lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll go to the ground. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. The Tigers are at the line looking to convert on third and short. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Tigers!
The one thing you know about this offense, they're going to keep fighting, right? They're down on the scoreboard right now, but they're trying everything they can. Nice job there, finding a way to score that touchdown. And listen, we've seen crazier things happen before in college football. This thing ain't over until there's zeros on the clock.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Well, this was an offensive showcase out there today. We thought it would be a high-scoring game, and it certainly delivered.
If you love offense, then you love this type of game. Both offenses going up and down the field, seemingly at will. Throwing the ball, running the ball. But, David, I feel like if you're a fan of defense, maybe this wasn't your cup of tea.
More defense optional. You didn't really get too much of that stuff, but, listen, you got to get a few stops late in the game. You got to get actually just kind of one stop with this many points being scored. You got the stop late. That's why you got the dub.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.